is right there. Testing.
Hello.
There it is right there.
Can you hear me?
Input two.
Hello. Can you hear me? Yes?
Yeah, it's gonna come now. Watch. I think, anyways. It's a low. I think it's gonna be right, but just gotta wait till I hear it up here. Man, it sucks. Cam link 4K. Oh, there it goes. Yeah,
We're good?
kind of.
Kind of,
We're
sort of,
gonna put this
but
one
not really?
to.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
Hello. All right.
Where's my microphone?
Yours is on that camera over there.
Okay.
So it might be that twin or XSplit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so don't use that. It
Yeah,
crashes
I'm not gonna do
your
that
system.
again.
I know you have a preference for it, but it messes you up.
Oh shit.
Echo? These little glitches and
All types of shit.
how many people are watching us live right now?
I think we're good now. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hold on, I want to make sure. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. I think it is. Oh, this is good. All right. Yeah.
Audio's good?
Very good now.
We got a good
Go
audio?
ahead and start speaking. Say something.
Hello? We got good audio or what? Yay or nay? We got good audio? No? Yes? Maybe?
I think so. I can hear you somewhat.
Somewhat. You don't sound too confident.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah?
I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and share.
It's good enough?
I know this microphone works good, so
Alright.
we'll just go ahead and share that. It's gonna be extra gay, but we're both straight heterosexual men. I am, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Alright, bro, we're gonna run through this real quick.
Okay,
'cause
sorry.
of the notes that you have.
Yeah, sorry about the technical difficulties. Part 3. Real quick, thank you for sticking with us till this final part 3 was unintended. But we want to finish what we started. We want to finish what we started. So first thing we talked about, the basics, is never ever ever give money before, during, or after when you meet someone online. It's here. It's at the time of this recording, it's 2022. Online dating is part of culture now, and that is usually the way people meet nowadays. So if you're gonna do it, at least be smart, be intelligent, and protect yourself. And that's where we're going over these. Well, we think it's common sense, but because people are still being taken advantage of, it's not so common sense. So you have to go over the basics. So basics is number 1: never ever ever give money before, during, or after. Just don't do it.
Just to retouch on that, I know a lot of guys out there, they don't give a shit.
No, they don't care.
They don't give a shit about
15. But it's the point of it.
But wait, is that not? It's not just the $15 and $20. It's the fact that if we keep doing it, these girls won't stop.
Right. Basically, you're becoming an enabler.
You're just enabling them to continue getting
Right.
people to. So if we all come together,
Yeah.
we keep on educating people about how to avoid getting ripped off.
Right.
Then we can stop them, and they can,
Right.
it'd make it easier for everybody.
Of course. So that's number 1. Don't ever give any money. Number 2 is meet via video. It's free. It doesn't cost, whether it's FaceTime or whether it's Google Meet or WhatsApp, which is very widely used and accepted. It's free. You get a good sense of the person, a good vibe, and if things work out, then part 2 is have fun. This is not a job interview. This is you trying to protect yourself. There's nothing wrong with having some good, clean, wholesome fun, and part of that fun is having a good, healthy dating experience, right? So then we move on to our final and third point. Okay, do not bring the person to your home. I cannot stress that enough. Your home, whether you're staying at a Airbnb, for example, or a friend's house, or say you rented a loft for a month or whatever, don't bring the person to your house. It's just not wise. Because hotels and motels are plentiful. Okay, you want a layer or a barrier of protection between you and the person and your home. Your home is a sanctuary. It's your castle. You more than likely have expensive computer equipment, especially if you're a digital nomad. You have cameras, you have laptops, you have cell phones. Could easily go into what, tens of thousands of dollars?
Say again, because I was listening to the audio, make sure it's good.
I'm saying never bring the person to your home because you can easily lose what,
Yeah.
tens of thousands of dollars on
Oh
equipment.
yeah, for sure.
They'll ransack your house.
And they'll use scopolamine, which is a drug down here that's pretty widely, you can get it anywhere. And it'll just put you to Betty Bye for 1 or 2 days. But, it's not even the worst part that they can just get you dry, take your credit cards, and while you're sleeping, you're paralyzed. You can look it up. This is not a game.
And it has happened.
It happens all the time.
And it
It's not
happens
even-
frequently.
It's not like it happens, this happened. No, it happens almost every other day somebody got scoped. So it's very common. And then the sad part is that we had 3 deaths just recently.
Last year.
No,
No?
no, 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no. It's like,
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we had 3 Tinder murders, and they were planned out. And there's unfortunately,
That's sad.
so these people who are doing the scopolamine, they're not pharmacists, bro.
Right.
They don't. So me
Overdose, basically.
a 6'4" guy is gonna be a whole lot different than 5'7".
Because of the weight.
Wait.
Yeah.
So if I drink the same, I just die.
Correct.
And I won't wake up.
Yeah.
So that's the worst part is that not only you get robbed,
Yeah.
you can just die.
Yes. And then moving on that's a great point. Moving on is there's plenty of hotels and motels are plentiful. And then, and again, the person that you meet and that you want to have fun with and you date, that you want to date or, have some kind of connection with, that person, just like anywhere in the world, they have to earn your trust over time. And it takes time, a time horizon for that to organically happen. And if you have a short timetable, whether it's a weekend in Medellin, a week or 2 weeks, it's really very difficult. It's very rare for it to happen, and that person earns your trust. And if it happens, it's because it's a con. Okay, that's why they call it a con, because it's a derivative of confidence. A confidence man or confidence woman, that's the con. They want to gain your confidence. They want to gain your trust so that you can put your guard down. But your guard always has to be up.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Well,
so
hold on, we're going too fast. We're all pumped up over here. This might be great. It's okay.
it might crash. We want to finish this.
We're on a new system right now. So, even with me, earlier in the first video, remember I got robbed for the vibrator. And it's a funny thing,
That's
but
so
at the
funny.
same time it was $70 to $100.
And it's the principle of it.
And it's a principle.
Yeah.
It's not just the damn vibrator.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that this woman that I dated for months
That you thought you could trust
that I
took advantage of you.
and she still got me.
Yeah.
Still got me. And when me and Frederick went to the furniture store, I locked her in the house. I have double bolt lock. So I'm like, she can't steal anything.
You did.
There's only one thing in this house. There was 2 things to steal.
The vibrator?
One was the vibrator. The other was a Sony PlayStation, but it was too big.
Yeah.
But I will bring something to your attention. Remember the first thing that we came in the house, what was she doing?
I don't remember.
She was playing the PlayStation.
Oh, so she thought about it. She thought about it.
She is,
She thought, where can I hide it?
well, you know
I
what's,
can't hide it.
what's funny is that she could have, if I would have left the door open, she could have just maybe she put it in her purse already, but remember she texted me, she goes, hey, the door's locked. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna.
Oh, so she thought about taking the PlayStation
Yeah,
too.
she could have.
That's what I would have done.
Yeah, well, I don't trust your ass. I'm just kidding. I trust, he's probably the only guy. He's one of the few guys I can trust here. Is like,
And that ties to the point that I just said. Trust is over time, correct?
It takes time.
It takes time for you to earn a person's trust. So that's a perfect segue back into the final and last point, sub-point 3. Let a friend, or an accountability partner, as I like to call, or say, let them know. It doesn't matter if you're here a day, a weekend, even if you don't know anybody. Hey, say you're staying at a hotel, you know the hotel receptionist person. You can find somebody where you just, as a courtesy, say like, hey, I met this person, and I'm going to go on a date with them. And I would really appreciate if you can just call me in 24 hours and follow up with me.
Yeah.
Most people would be like, wow, this guy's smart for even coming up with this. And you can turn anybody into an accountability partner. The point is have someone check up on you and then tell them what to do if you don't answer or whatever. Give them a protocol or a plan, or like, hey, can you call this person in the States, or if you're from somewhere else.
That makes sense.
And or send an email or whatever, because again, you just want to be 4 or 5 chess moves ahead of what could happen. Not that it will, but you always want to be having the upper hand.
Yeah.
And in summary,
Wait, hold on, wait. We
Okay.
gotta keep going. We're
Okay.
still rolling here.
we're still rolling. Okay, so
We
go
can
ahead.
always have a part 4.
We could have a part 4, but you wanted to say
Yes,
something.
it's
Go ahead.
that in fact that you have a doorman here. They call him a portero, okay?
Right.
Porteria. What is
Right.
it? Was that the right way?
Yeah, porteria, yeah.
Porteria. Okay, so he's the guy that usually opens the door, unlocks it at night, and all that good stuff. And usually just give him like 10 mil, 10 mil, even like 50 mil a month.
Which is a tip.
A tip, give him a little tip, hey bro. And when this girl comes in, go ahead and check her ID, take a photo of her. Even if he just does it on her phone.
Right.
He's not gonna do anything with it, but he has it. It's gonna scare that girl a little bit.
Right.
Not like 100% now, because we've had even other people like that. Daryl, my buddy who works at I forgot, he's a big company. Oh, what's that? What's it? Not for Sony's. Forgot anyway. It's like Google Play Music, but for Sony. What is that? The green one?
I forgot. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Damn it. Whatever. He's a pro. Anyways, so he got robbed by a girl here in one of the most expensive, the Energy Building, one of the most expensive building,
Oh wow.
and he got taken forever.
You got taken for a ride, huh?
He got to, and she got. They take her photo ID. They took a photo of her, everything, but she still didn't give a shit.
Wow.
She still robbed him.
That's very ballsy.
Yeah, she didn't care. Yeah, she didn't care. So, yeah. Now what else we got there, brother?
That's all I got. That's in summary. So again, number 1, basics of online dating. This is a digital nomad focus, or just a regular person coming down to Medellin to enjoy yourself. Nothing wrong with dating online, but you have to know how to go about it. And we think this is common sense. But the basics are never give money before, during, or after, under any circumstance. Number 2, meet in video to break
Well,
the
you
ice.
said morning, during, and after.
No, never give any money before, during, or after the interaction with the person.
Well, you should do it after, shouldn't it?
What do you mean, after you meet the person?
Oh, okay. You just talking about regular dating.
Just regular dating.
But you can help people out, though. I mean, don't be such a stickler that you got to use your, like, if she don't ask for it, you're just the same as the United States, bro. Oh, baby, honey, here's 50 mil. Go get your nails done or something. Don't make it a habit, but don't be stingy either.
What you're talking about is already meeting the person. I'm talking about never having met them. You're still in the online phase.
Okay.
Never giving them money before, during, or after. You're still online. You don't know who this person is.
Okay.
For all you know, it could be someone in a foreign country, overseas or whatever, and they're just trying to scam
You're
you.
doing
Right?
a preemptive strike.
Yeah, so
Okay.
like I said, so don't give your money away. Number 2, meet on video, break the ice, get a sense of the person, and if everything checks out, move forward and meet at a public place.
Hold on
and
one
use your
second.
discretion.
Looking on video actually works out for you again on a secondary option. They Photoshop chicks, their face, their body, their boobs.
Right.
These
I've been
girls-
misled.
Oh, I've been hit too.
Catfish, basically.
Oh, I don't even think what I was dating was a cat. Motherfucker had a dog on him, longer on him. It happened to me twice.
Yeah, I've been catfished.
Bro,
before. I
so
have.
the video is not
Yeah.
only for like helps with the security or whatever.
Think
but,
of it as a tool.
But hey baby, and then you can also show your body a little bit, so you can let her know what you're working with.
Right.
There's no wasted time.
Yeah. So after that, last, don't bring the person to your place, and have an accountability partner. Hopefully these tips will help you just to be 1 or 2 or 3 steps ahead to minimize your security risk, and have fun and use your discretion and common sense.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, shit, I'm glad you came in, bro.
Thank
he
you.
has a guitar lesson right now.
Yeah, I gotta go.
He likes playing the guitar.
I'm running late, but I gotta go to my guitar lesson at 4
Okay,
o'clock.
I'm gonna keep rocking here. I'm ready.
Okay.
I got nothing else
All
to
right.
do here.
All right. Take care.
All right, brother.
See you, bro.
You sure you got everything?
I got everything.
Boy, Frederick's off the chain, isn't he? He's so good. And so a little bit about Frederick is that Frederick did how many years? 15 years Navy? 15 years in the Navy. So he knows a lot about security. He knows about being safe, and of course, he's been living here for about 4 years. So yeah, he knows a lot. I'm glad this computer hasn't crashed. I had to stop using XSplit broadcaster. So FYI, if you're gonna do any streaming, XSplit just crashes like crazy. I had to switch over to OBS, which is another streaming technology, but it's just not. There's a lot more cool little features that XSplit has, but it doesn't come here. Oh, we got some little chats here going here. Okay, cool. What do we got here? Alan, what's up, bro? Travelity ways, we can hear it good. What's the latest on vaccine? Okay, so as far as I know, they took away the mask. You don't need to have a mask here. You do need to have your COVID vaccine to enter the country. And there's no, what do you call that? There's no like, well, you have to be quarantined or anything. Like everybody's in the street. Nobody even cares. I don't even wear my mask. The only time I wear my mask is whenever I have to go into like Santa Fe Mall, which is a big area that's kind of like, you okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah, so that's about the only time when I do anything with, as far as COVID-19. Now I only have one Pfizer. I need to go and get my secondary pretty soon because I want to go back to the United States and get a better computer. And to reiterate, we're talking about dating online, the Tinder Swindler, who kind of like just falsified all his stuff in general. Like he just amplified everything. And, he was going after a certain target audience, which is a wealthy woman. And it kind of breaks down into marketing, who you're trying to attract. That's number one. So he was looking after, looking for he was looking for people who have extra money, a lot of money. But how can you use that to your benefit? Let's break it down to what type of girl are you looking for? Are you looking for somebody 18 to 25, 25 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50? Who is she? Once you kind of have like an image or a vision of who she is, then we can kind of see what she wants. Let's see what kind of other questions. You crack me up digging the Ebonics. Is money exchange good in the airport? No. The best thing to do as far as, well, I shouldn't say that. The money exchange is okay in the airport. It's about 4 to 1 right now. So 4,000 mil for every dollar, kind of. They're gonna take about 200 mil. So 3.8 is what you want. You want to get to close to 4 as you can. You got to use your own. Okay, I'm not bringing anyone to my place until I met a decent amount of time with them for at least that's what Teacher Brian says. Teacher Brian, bringing anyone back to your place even after you know them can be dangerous. But, we can limit danger by a couple of things. Number one, we have the verification process that Colombia tips, or you could just hire someone to go out and verify her, getting her fingerprints, getting a copy of her cedula, and getting a picture of her in front of her house. And of course, it's not foolproof. It's just not foolproof. She can go into a fake house. She can have a fake cedula. She can't do anything about the fingerprints. But is the Colombian government going to do anything for a foreigner that was robbed for, a computer and all? I don't know. I really don't know. We've had a lot of people get robbed, and they're just like, well, forget it. I'm not going to waste my time. I'm here on vacation, and I'll just, write it off as a tax expense or do whatever with their insurance when they get home. Love your energy. Oh, N233 said, love my energy. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, man. So you're going to be here on the 14th. Depending on how long you're going to be here, well, even just to start off, if you're going to be here at all, I want you to start dating. I want you to get on Colombian Cupid. I have a little Cupid. It gives me like $10. It gives you a little discount, gives me a little discount. So Colombian Cupid is the best place to find some love here. If you decide to go through dating application, or you can use me as your professional matchmaker, which you let me know what you're looking for exactly. We get down to the nitty gritty as far as okay, how does this woman look? How tall is she? What's her color hair? What's her color of eyes? What's her type of body type? Does she need to speak English, Spanish? So that's what I do, and then I go through the people that I know, a couple of thousand people, and I already have them tagged. And so I go through them, and then I show you the images, and then you say, okay, I like this one, this one, this one. You give me your pictures. I go and talk to her. She goes, you know what? This guy looks good. So it really eliminates all. I'm going to give you a personal reference. It's going to take a huge shortcut in which I'm just going to bring her to you and be like, hey, this is my friend. This is her. And you guys go on, help you have a nice relationship. I've actually had people get married on this. That was a guy that was from Dallas or something. He would told me, I knew it kind of exactly what he wanted. He wanted a big fat butt, pretty face, that looked kind of sexy. No, that looked very sexy, not beautiful, like sexy slut type of woman. He likes that, everybody likes that kind of, but I knew what he was looking for. So I've always had a gift to matchmaking people. Got a girl there from 24th. Hello, I'm from 24 from New York. Okay. Well, yeah, Tinder Brian, why take the risk? Blind, deaf, and 3 foot tall. Hey, that could happen. I know one that's like 4 foot tall. She's not blind and deaf, but she's a little bitty lady. She has a big fat butt too, which is crazy. Okay, so my friend who got robbed at the Energy Living building, just because you live in the best place doesn't really mean too much, Doesn't mean too much. What matters is you take precautions. You talk to the portero, the guard, the doorman. Give him a little tip. Hey, make sure you take her ID, photo, all that good stuff. Take a picture of her, send it to you. It does not eliminate the threat. It just reduces threat. If you live here, do you want to do it? The problem is whenever they don't live in this country, they're just visiting. Like they come a lot here. They come here from like Venezuela, or they'll come from Spain, or they'll come from Dominican Republic. And these countries are not working together. They're not going to go hunt her down in another country. Like you're gone. Your computer stuff is gone. Your phones are gone. Your money's gone. So that's the worst case scenario. But if they live here in Medellin, it really helps out. You've got the cedula and everything that works out. What else? But like the Tinder Swindler, we're getting back to him. He took these girls for millions of dollars. I think $100,000, $50,000. And what they're going to look for you is they're going to look just to take you for like $100, all the way up to about $10,000. And when I say $10,000, that's going to consist of your valuables. So they're going to take your passport, and then you're going to be stuck here. They're going to take all your wallet, going to take all your credit cards, going to get into your Bitcoin. Now, if you have Bitcoin, don't ever talk about Bitcoin here, because we've had the biggest robbery or heist, a Bitcoin heist for $235,000. That they drugged him, kept drugging him, kept him hostage for 2 or 3 days. He's barely awake, and just kept on feeding him drugs until he gave up his Bitcoin. And so that was 2 girls. And so you got to be very careful. Don't talk about Bitcoin. If they ask you about then I've heard that before. They've even asked me, have you traded Bitcoin? I'm like, fuck Bitcoin. I do not fuck with Bitcoin. I do not do any of that stuff. I used to trade stocks, and now I don't because the stock market's all messed up, and that's just the truth. But yeah, you don't want to say anything with your crypto money. If talking about your money, you need to be getting your credit cards, letting them know that, hey, you're going to be traveling to a different country, be expecting charges. Because as soon as you land here, you won't have a cell phone. You need to have some kind of cash you can transfer so you can get to a taxi and get to Wi-Fi. You're not going to have any type of service when you land at all. And they don't even have free Wi-Fi at the airport. So this is a great tip, platinum tip. You're gonna need to make some really quick moves. You're gonna need to really quick to your hotel as quick as possible. They're gonna have taxis available outside. Try to get a yellow taxi in a professional line or an Uber. It's gonna be about 80 mil, about $20. Write that down. It won't be more than $20, 80 mil. If they say anything more, they're trying to get you. If they want to go to 90 to 100 mil, $5. Go ahead and maxed out. That's it. Anything other than that, fuck them, because they've gotten girls here for 300 mil, which is $100. They walk away, and he's a bad person. He's already trying to hustle you. Why do we walk away? Let's see here. Tinder Swindler was good. I watched. Yeah, Tinder Swindler was good, bro. Yeah, Tinder Swindler was a good, and I kind of liked it because these girls, in the United States, they're so, they have so many choices. So compared to Colombia, where they don't have that many choices, they really don't have that many choices. I'm going to try something real quick. I'm going to make sure if this is right. No, that's not right. That is right. Okay. I didn't know if that was the right audio. So anyways, yeah, they have so many choices in the United States for men. And here in Latin America, especially Colombia, we flip it on them. There's more beautiful men than there is there's more beautiful women than there is men. So we are in demand. So we flip it on them as far as successful men, And when I say successful is that you make more than $3,000 a month, If you're making more than $3,000 a month, you're doing pretty good here. Like I make about $4, doing the YouTube, doing the real estate, doing the real estate and odd jobs, working, making some money, doing whatever I have to do, comes out to about $4, give or take. So I do pretty good, but it doesn't mean that I can just go ball out, Oh, do you have good airport service? Yeah, definitely. We have a private guy that can go get you, but it's probably a little bit expensive. That's only for like somebody, if you really want to ball on out and you don't, you like the concierge. Sam Shoon, teacher, I'm from Bogota, and now I'm seeing a Venezuelan lady. In my opinion, not much difference. Yeah, Sam, there's not much difference in Venezuelan and as far as Colombian. In fact, I like Venezuelan a little bit better because they're more caring. They're more wanting to take care of me. They're more, what's that called? Subliminal, whatever. They're basically, they're like cooking, cleaning. Do I need anything? The Paisa woman, the Medellin woman, has a lot of pride. She's very beautiful, and she knows it. She has a lot of options. So if you don't take care of her, I promise you she'll go to another person. If she's above your class, and that's what I'm talking about, if you know for a fact you cannot get this type of woman as far as looks in the United States, she's above you, then if you don't treat her well, she'll jump on you. And that's just that's just plain and loud and clear. If she's at your level, bro, or below the United States, oh, she's gonna love you to death. Be expecting whatever you need, baby. These motherfuckers go crazy. They're nuts because they know, they're like, oh my God, he's a lot better than what I can get here. But yeah, bro. So I have a lot of them that are just the regular girls. But I don't, this is gonna fuck you up mentality wise. This is gonna mess you up mentality wise. Is because you're gonna go out with her, okay? You're gonna go out with your regular chick out to eat. You're gonna see an ugly ass dude or a guy that's just real normal like me with a dime. You're gonna see a dude like me with a fucking dime, like big titties, pretty face, long hair, nice ass, nice legs, smells good, looks good, and you're gonna question yourself. You're gonna say, "What the fuck? What? How did he do it?" It's not his dick. It's not his anything. The only thing it is that fucking green money. And that's what's going to mess with your mentality. It happened to me for the first few years here, and I could not grasp my head around it. I was like, how? How is he doing it? First, they told me this, to understand Spanish. So I was like, okay, done. Got the Spanish done. Okay, then they told me this. Oh, learn how to dance. Got the dancing done. Salsa, got it done. Bachata, done. 200 hours of private dancing. And still not a dime piece. Like, it's unbelievable. So I can speak it. I know the culture. And, but I did not want to break off my money. And so as soon as I started breaking a little bit of money off, dime pieces. So now I understand. Now I understand. It's like, oh, okay. It's about the money, bro. And so that, it's just the way it is, dude. And to me, I have a $500 a month entertainment expense. So whatever I spend that money on, hey, that's on her. So like, say for instance, I got the girl here and she's my little sugar baby, then if I have to give her that, break her off $100, $200 a week, then, guess what? I kind of lower back on going out to dinner. So we're going to stay at home. That's okay. It's just a part of the game, man. I don't make these rules up, bro. This is just the rules of, Colombia, dude. It's the rules of Colombia. If you're not over 6 foot, you're not extremely good looking, or if you don't have colored eyes. If you don't have those things, then you're going to be normal, just like me. You're going to be exactly like Alan, and you need to take these advice only if you want something better than what you usually are used to. Okay? else about Colombia tips and the Tinder? That, so of course we don't give money in advance. That's just ridiculous. I had a girl the other day where she was a potential sugar baby, and she's like, yeah, I want, you told me, maybe I can get that that $500 up front. And I was like, hell no. Because there's no way, as soon as you get that, you pay anything up front. In fact, when I used to build houses in the United States, if I paid any contractor up front, a lot of times they would leave that project and go in another project, and it was hard for me to get them back to my project, or they would just not come back at all. So in a way, it's like you have a contract worker that's working for an X amount of dollars, and once they get that money, they're gone. So of course you don't want to pay anything up front. And then you don't want to mix too much money. You don't want to mix too much money when you're just going on a date. So yeah, we're talking about, watching out for scams. Babysitting scam, where she's just hustling you to get babysitting money. It's ridiculous. And then, or, like bus money, and we talk about that in another video as well. All these little tips you can take, take it to the, just to avoid the Tinder Swindler here in Colombia. So anyways, I hope you guys like this video, man. If you do, hit the thumbs up. Think about a donation, because it's crappy ass computer. I'm going to go to Monterey Mall today and try to throw in some more RAM. We had a big donation, $35 yesterday from Ian, and I want to give him a big thumbs up. I appreciate it, man. Show the love. You guys are the reason why I keep on, like, hey, you know what? These guys are appreciating it. And I really, I'm like, cool, let's keep on throwing them good stuff then, Yeah, that's for sure. So I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm going to go to an Argentina steakhouse. So hit that notification bell. I want to show it to you. They have a nice steak. See you on the next one, bros. Now, how do I stop it? 'Cause